What's up, y'all? My name is Triston, but you can call me TJ. And I'm here to talk to you guys about why I started my own business, Empowered Studios. Now, before I get into this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because I got some pretty dope content coming your way. Now, let's go back to July of 2018. I was getting ready for my sophomore year of college in the fall, and I needed some cash. So I stumbled across a campus manager position with a major clothing brand that was tailored for college student organizations. My role would be to collaborate with student organizations to get custom apparel designed for their student events. And I would get paid a commission for each sale that I got. And I thought to myself, this seems pretty easy. Why not? An easy way to make money. Yeah, it turns out it's not as easy as you think. So sophomore year was rough for me. I was going through a major transition where I ended up changing majors. I was a computer science major, but I felt it was not for me. Like, I took that first computer science course and I thought, yeah, this ain't it. So to all you computer science majors out there, more power to you. So I switched to marketing because it was more in line with what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a business owner. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to, enhance my marketing skills because honestly, that's what I was doing on the side. I was a graphic designer. I've been a graphic designer for well over 5 years now. I've worked on a variety of projects from logos to websites to YouTube thumbnails, setting up social media pages, you name it. So, back to sophomore year. I struggled to make a sale with the commission job that I had with working with the apparel design company. I struggled to make a sale. It became very, very frustrating. And it got to the point where I was working with a client that I had very good connection with, the director of the honors program on campus where I was at the time. And I was a part of that organization. I thought this would be an easy sale. No, it was not. Apparently there were licensing issues involved, with getting apparel designed for the honors program. And I got so frustrated to the point where I just sent an email to the director of the honors program expressing my frustration at how things played out, even though it was not my fault. It was clearly not my fault. It was something clearly beyond my control. So, with that being said, I decided to call it quits because I could not take it anymore. I just could not take it anymore. I felt like a failure. I felt like I failed myself. I felt like I failed those who were supporting me. So, a month later, this was in November of 2018, I sent an email to my supervisor of the clothing brand that it was time for me to take a break. So fast forward to January, this was after winter break. We had come back to campus. This was the spring semester, and I tried to come back to the organization. However, that meant I would have to go through the application process again, which I didn't understand. So it was a very long process, but unfortunately in the end, they didn't think that I was a good fit, so they just let me go entirely. And that was painful because it felt like no one really believed in me. Outside of, my close circle of family and friends. It felt like no one believed in me. Like they couldn't, they didn't see the potential that I had because I wasn't really producing much of anything with the organization, in which I understand. I have no hard feelings towards that organization, but it made me realized that you can't place your self-worth in what others think of you. I mean, even though I had a lot of anger and resentment towards the organization at the time, it no longer exists anymore. Now I realize that I am much more than capable of making it happen on my own, with the help of God, of course. So, moving forward to the March 2020, which, as you all know, which was the start of the pandemic, and we all know what was happening at that time. It was very chaotic. The world had come to a standstill. Businesses shut down. A worldwide virus had spread. I'm not going to go into all the details. You were there. You remember. And I'm sure you would like to forget it. So, that was a trying time for me in my personal life because my friendships were tested and my mental health deteriorated. So, however, all that time that I spent at home, everyone was at home. We were all forced to work from home. Those who were fortunate enough to have jobs in this time period worked from home. And I was still a college student at the time. This was my junior year of college. I was still a college student. We had been forced to move away from campus. The entire campus had shut down, and it happened so suddenly, and it was crazy. And I just remember it being so hectic. I'll never forget the day that we got the notification that we were shutting down. And we were forced to move out of our dorms, by within a few days. It was so crazy. It was like a movie scene playing out in real time. So, back to working from home. While I spent all that time at home, I thought to myself, this would be the perfect time to start my own business. Now, you may ask yourself, why on earth would you want to start a business in a pandemic when many other businesses shut down and people were out of work? Why on earth would you want to start a business?